Animation takes a lot of time, but somehow I've managed to animate lightning in 1 second, 10 seconds, 1 minute, 10 minutes, and 1 hour. Before I make the 1 second attempt, I'll change the background color to something darker and turn on the glow option. Alright, here we go. Making an animation in 1 second is impossible, but at least I managed to draw lightning, so that counts, right? For the 10 seconds attempt, I'll try to animate something very simple, like the lightning striking the ground. I just need to get in a couple of frames and I'll pull it off. In 10 seconds, I was able to animate this lightning hitting the ground. I'll rate the animation a solid 5 out of 10. At least it's moving. If you had 10 seconds, would you be able to animate lightning? 1 minute might not look like much, but it's enough to animate the lightning. Going off the same concept for the 10 seconds attempt, I'll animate the lightning hitting the ground. It took me about 30 seconds to draw a simple plain background. Immediately after I finished with the background, I went straight to animating the lightning. 4 frames is enough for the animation since I'm animating on 12 frames per second and lightning is meant to move fast. Towards the end of my time, I moved the background slightly at the point where it gets struck to give a little shaky effect. What's your rating for the 1 minute lightning animation? Let me know in the comments. For the 10 minutes challenge, I thought I'd switch things up. Up until now, the previous animations was only effects. This time, I'll animate a stick figure with the lightning. I got straight to animating the Stickman making his move. The idea was to animate some sort of lightning bending. I checked the timer and realized I had already spent more than half of my time on animating the stick figure. At this point, I knew I was pretty much cooked. With this little time left, the best I could do was to animate the lightning without a background. But before animating the lightning, I had to add heads to the stick figure first. After I was done adding the heads, I duplicated some frames to adjust the timing of the animation, since I'm working with 24 frames per second. Finally, at the last 2 minutes remaining, I rushed to animate the lightning. I animated the lightning on a layer with the glow option turned on. It makes the process easier. I also had to animate the lightning on once, since it moves very fast and unpredictable, although I still had to animate it maintaining its flow. First, I wanted the lightning to build up on his hands and then follow the flow of his hands as he moves. As he spreads out his hands, I animated the lightning flow along with his hands since he's sort of bending it. At this part where his arms are wide open, the lightning strikes out with speed. I had only about 40 seconds left, so I couldn't detail the lightning animation properly. I had to rush it. I'll stop the yapping and allow you guys to enjoy the short animation time-lapse. You guys have to tell me what you think in the comments though. Did I do good? The animation for the 1 hour attempt is going to be somewhat similar to the 10 minutes, but now I have enough time to animate the lightning with details. I also learned from my previous mistake. For this 1 hour challenge, I wouldn't spend much time animating the character, so it leaves me with enough time for the lightning. The idea for this 1 hour challenge is quite simple. The Stickman raises his hands and calls down lightning. He then channels it out. It's similar to a lightning blast. After I had finished animating the Stickman moves, the next thing to do was to add heads to the animation. I drew in a simple background with little amount of detail. I checked my time and saw that I had enough to animate the lightning, so I wasn't panicking this time. After about 30 minutes into animating, I finally got to the lightning part. First, I wanted it to sort of strike down on the Stickman's hands, so I animated the ground move slightly to show the force of the strike. While his arms are still raised up, I animated the lightning build up. I made the lightning rotate round his arms to sort of charge up for the strike. In the next cut, he strikes out the lightning after the charge up, so I just animated it flowing with his arms at this cut. I was able to go into details with this lightning animation because the time was enough. Compared to the previous ones where my eyes were fixed on the timer, this one was a lot calmer. At the point where the Stickman swings his arm down, I animated the lightning flow down and blast out. As usual, I was animating this on 1 since I used 20 frames per second for this animation, and I wanted the lightning to be very fast and unpredictable. At this point, my time was almost over. I had just about 12 minutes left, so I was working fast to finish up the animation so I'd have enough time to clean it up. After finishing the lightning animation, I went back to add in shadows to the Stickman. With only 4 minutes left, I was certain I'd pull this off. On a layer below the Stickman, I used the black pen to draw shadows and then reduced the opacity to give the shadow effect properly. After this, I was pretty much done with the animation and my time was up. According to my analytics, a whole lot of you guys watching the videos aren't subscribed. Well, I have a goal to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Help me get one step closer to the goal by smashing the subscribe button. It means a lot to me. Now back to the video. Well guys, that's all for this challenge. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to spank the like button and check out another one here. I'll see you in another video.